Here we go. I need to be centered up. So I'm moving away. I need to be over here. That's some electrolytes in me. So, I hope Propel's good. I don't know. I've heard electrolytes don't do well when you leave them in water for a long time. And these have been sitting forever. Day 35 of 40. Feel good. A lot more lethargic today, but I always do it these slow days at work. On these days, it's kind of hard to stay energized even on good days. Back pain's still there, which is to be expected. I've had back pain almost every day. That was from the cold, and I just don't think I can heal when I'm on a fast. Whatever little damage it is back there. A little strain, probably. Of course, I've had back pains forever. Did a little more reading on the Lent, the Catholic side of fasting. And, the one thing I got to worry about even doing these streams is the fast. We're not in the Old Testament. There's no gain from the mechanics of fasting, right? It's faith, it's respect for God, it's what's in your heart, right? There's no sacrifice, there's no gain from fasting. Wearing the right clothes, covenant not removed, but fulfilled. So, with all that said, it's pride. Am I prideful of my fast? And yes, I am. I'm very prideful of my fast, which is not good. I mean, I'm sitting here streaming. Part of the reason I am streaming, I will say, in my own defense, is not that I deserve a defense. Is documentation, getting my thoughts out, saying what I feel, saying what I'm doing. I think it might be inspirational, it might be helpful, but that's also prideful to think that I can be someone's inspiration. Maybe like a journal to look back on as well. So there is some mechanicalness to it that isn't purely prideful, but everybody in my life knows about it. It's not like I could have done this quietly. I didn't have to tell anyone. Given my actual friends have noticed that I'm losing the weight, but I don't need to tell everyone. It's not something I need to talk about, and yet here I am. Of course, I'm speaking to no one in these videos, but it's still prideful. So the other question is, what am I going to give up for Lent? I could give up sleep stuff. This tells you how bad it is. It's still on my desk. I could give up smoking my pipe. I could give up caffeine. Give up screen time. Those are all things that I could give up. If I give up something food-wise, it's not hard, and something given up for Lent should be a little bit hard. It shouldn't be primarily for your own benefit, right? The benefit is your resistance of temptation, you're strengthening yourself against sin, and ultimately honoring God. So that's why we should give things up for Lent. That's why we should fast. Like I said, I am being much less sinful during this fast, which is good. I haven't done any Bible study, which it amazes me. I could go do Bible study right now. I could turn it on right here, but it's I have 2-3 things to get done tonight, and I'm putting those things first, what I shouldn't do. Why am I still clicking through this? There's nothing there. So that's where I'm at. That's what my thoughts are today. Welcome to Sunday school, right? Time to go burn some candles and write some letters, I think, is what I'm going to go do now. I showed you my knife. I decided I'm not going to carry that knife. I'm going to use it as a letter opener to keep it kind of pristine. I may get another one. They're fairly cheap still. I might get a pile of them. Even though that one was a gift, I might get some. I might keep the gift one and get some for carry. Did a slower walk today with more incline. I know the calorie burn thing isn't accurate, but it was the same calorie burn as usual. So the incline made up for the reduced speed, which I was grateful for. I just, like I said, I felt lethargic. I felt tired going in, so we only did like 2.7 miles instead of 3, and I know that's not a lot, but it's about going to the gym. It's about being there more than the number I achieve. Also, given I've been like 8 times during this fast, 5 weeks, 10 times maybe. Yeah, I've gone twice a week. I may miss one early on. So 9 or 10 times, and keeping it limited is a health thing as well. Can't go hard. I think I jogged the first 2 times, then went to walking. Which, if you total that all up, it's like 1.5 pounds calories worth of calories burnt just doing that. Maybe. If my math is right, might not even be that. A little less than 1.5 pounds, 1.25 pounds. So there's that. We'll go to 7 minutes and cut it off. Really gotta wonder what you have to do to get views. I mean, any. The first view is the hardest, right? Second view is easier. Probably something more interesting than this. But then it's like you always wonder, if no one sees it, how can it be uninteresting? Or perceived as uninteresting? Uninteresting enough to scroll past. That's the curious part, right? So, I don't know. Again, people might be scrolling past these, which is understandable. There's thousands of the live videos, and even the really funny ones, they even have 30, 40 viewers. So, 7.5 minutes. Have a good night. Consider what you can do to be closer to God.